really disappointed at the way this camera is doing me right now. Very disappointed. I just wanted to express a few things while I'm still in the Western world, that I don't like it here. I never did. I just acted like I did. I would take trips where I would have to almost tell myself that I enjoy it, and I don't. I never enjoyed the Western world. I just want nature. I want to be somewhere where I don't have to wear a fucking jacket. I don't want to be somewhere where I see fucking chemtrails every day. I don't want to be somewhere where it's just straight windy. I can't do this artificial weather. I can't do the blocking of the sun just because Caucasians can't take the sun. Reptilians can't handle the sun. Listen, the sun ain't going nowhere, and she's going to annihilate you regardless. So better for you to wrap up your thing and go somewhere else where you can handle the sun. But I already know that they're not gonna do that, because niggas have this incessant need to take over the planet, incessant need to dominate nature, because they can't dominate women, because they can't create life. They choose to dominate everything else that they can as much as possible, and they are failing miserably. They are failing miserably because you cannot steal the strength of human beings, no matter how much you try. You can't take their inner, willpower. You will never know how many beings are on this earth, truly, no matter how many people you document. Humans are smarter than the system, and they will always be. Nobody is illegal on stolen land, okay? So I take that, and I'm finally not afraid to share my opinion. I just hate it here. I hate it here, and I'm not afraid of my child knowing that too, but she's the one that's making me say it. Stop acting like you love it here. You want to go, and it's yeah, I do. I'm tired of all this. This entire jacket is polyester. I hate this jacket. This hoodie's from Primark. It's 90% polyester. But a paycheck to paycheck life means that me wanting to change my clothes, that is not an immediate thing. And it's only because I'm not in a country where what I have right now can get me these immediate things. It's not that these materials are hard to access. I just live in a city where polyester is number one, right? And the things that I want are double the price of the polyester things. Everything here is double the price. And then you feel better when you get something organic. You get organic fruit for triple the price. I gotta go Spitalfields Market just to get organic fruit, and I love that place. But it's and people in the UK already know that they can get organic fruit in certain markets, but it's the fact that you have to hustle like that in a city where everything is imported and exported every second of every day. You don't understand the amount of illegal stuff that happens, the amount of money that moves through this city alone. People don't understand. So when I do get into politics and I really break this shit down, and people tell me, wow, we need you in parliament, we need you this, I'm gonna say no, I'm not coming until this changes. Because I'm waiting for somebody to come and change the thing. I'm waiting for somebody, do you get it? I'm waiting for somebody to come and help realize with me. I'm waiting for a UK citizen to be no, let's talk about this politics shit together on YouTube. No, I'm gonna do it myself. But I'm not gonna do it here. That's the problem. There is a dome over this country, but I'm talking about this city specifically. There is a dome. The dome is crazy. It traps people's thoughts. It makes people replay their thoughts. You can feel the lifting of the dome when you leave. That's why everybody feels depressed when they come back. And even if they don't feel depressed, it's oh wow, back to real life. Oh, I love home though. Home is where the heart is. Oh really? Is that why you're glowing when you're on holiday, and then you come back here and you've got to put on a whole different outfit? And I was just with people who would feed that delusion of no, you're just You're just not being grateful for the things you have in the Western world. Well, neither are you. You get what I'm saying? You got a car, you know what I'm saying? You can't do much with it. Like, you park somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And if you stay too long, you getting fined, okay? Like, you go through a congestion zone, you do a 10-minute drive, you need to refuel again. The amount of money that niggas spend on fuel every day, obviously depending on the car, depending on the engine size, but you know, for niggas that have big tanks, especially like family cars, niggas that have 4x4s, bro, that shit ain't cheap. And if you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're paying for your a 4x4, bad man 4x4, bro, that you can barely drive for leisurely reasons outside of work, tell me that isn't modernized slavery. Tell me a Monday to Friday work week isn't modern slavery. The difference is you get paid for it and you have 2 days off. 2 days off in a 7-day week. That's not very equal to me. Considering how many people are on this planet, how many people are down to work and are working right now, if we rationed it out properly, everybody could be working no more than 3 days a week. Even maybe 2 days a week on a 12-hour shift. Do you know how many people would go to work if they knew they were working for 2 days on a 12-hour shift and that money funded their life? Don't make me become the mayor, bro. But listen, the way that Queen Lotus becomes mayor is not gonna be, you know, like a pretty way. It's not gonna be a fun way, because I'm not here for niggas like bribes, or once you get into office, you're not gonna do anything. You're just gonna sell people dreams until you get there, and then you get there and you don't do shit. It's the same cycle. Like, this shit has been happening for generations, since we were children. Your parents don't expect much of you unless you come back and bring back the money that they spent on you. But I didn't ask you to bring me forth. And then people like to justify it. Oh, you chose to be here before you got here. That's why you had to go through all these hard times. That's why God knew. Religious people are not going to like me, but they're going to vote for me anyways, because I'm better than the people that are in power right now. What are they doing? Have they helped you pay rent for your house? Have they helped you pay your mortgage? What about those people that don't get benefits and are just above the, you know, like, they earn just above the amount needed to get benefits, and half of their shit gets taxed? So really, they're on benefits just like us. If you get taxed, if you get more taxed, the more, you know. Oh, that is nasty, bruv. Come on, man. I don't care if I'm sexy. You can't be coming on me like that. That's some nasty shit. You got flies coming on my lips and that. Are you desperate, or are you desperate? This is what happens in a country where they control the flies and shit. Oh, you don't think they do? Watch Black Mirror. Let me even find the episode that I'm talking about right now for your head top, so you think I'm not joking. Black Mirror. Hated in the Nation is the 6th episode of season 3 of Black Mirror, featuring autonomous drone insects, ADIs. In this Nordic noir-inspired story, these robotic bees, designed to replace extinct natural bees, are hacked to kill people targeted by social media cancer culture hashtags. All by cancel culture, bro. They can program the bees to attack somebody that society, or the people online say, yeah, we're done with you, bro. And my charger just broke. My charger literally just broke. So there's that. You're literally, like, I didn't think that energetically people would want to stop me the way that they do. Like, I didn't know that people don't want to see my success, but then it's like they're programmed because, you know, they worship a god who was like energetically beaten and battered to the point of his death. Like, people are literally okay with that scene, like a man with nails in his hands, nails in his feet, crown of thorns, bleeding, like battered. I'm talking beaten and battered. These men are okay with that. They're okay with that scene. They think this is the sacrifice, yeah, that a man made for me. The real sacrifice was your mom bringing you forward, yeah, when she shouldn't have. The amount of mothers that don't want to be mothers and are still parading around like, bitch, I'm a mother, no drama. Bitch, what? You wanna give me clothes? You wanna do a play date with my unborn daughter? She's not even here yet. How you planning? How do you want me to say yes? Because even my daughter has an element of free will that if on that day she don't wanna go, shit, I can't go. Yeah, no, now I've got 1 inch of sun. This is how I'm meant to look all the time. Like, funnily enough, like, my face hasn't really changed too much. I would say I'm a bit more like, could you say chubby? I don't know if chubby is the right word. I just look more full. I can say full. I look more like rounded, more sophisticated, but I don't really care about all this because it's cold still. So, you know, you don't, like, the government doesn't get to, oh, this is all alleged. Look at how like restricted we are on the internet, that we have to say shit. This is all alleged, this is all for entertainment purposes. I don't believe what I say. So imagine, yeah, like, yeah, all I'm saying is, yeah, niggas don't get to paint the skies with clouds, artificial clouds. It's called cloud seeding. And then we get to make me excited when there's 1 inch of sun, where, bro, the UK is an island. I should be getting enough sun. Everybody should be getting enough sun. So, you know, who's gonna break the lie to who? Because it's the same thing when people say Jesus is coming to solve my problems. Don't you think after a point we have to solve our own problems? We have to take accountability of the world that we live in. And if that man really did do all of that for you, I don't think his next mission after all that pain is to come back and give you, like, what have you done? Like, what have you done in the time that he's been gone? You've prayed and fasted. Okay, have you done anything in reality to help child trafficking? Or did you just pray against child trafficking? Oh, the devil. It's not the devil, bro. Child trafficking exists in your family. That's why you have so many siblings and still no money, because people think that more children is more money, but actually more children is more problems. It's the same thing. More money, more problems. More children, more problems. So when people are trying to project onto me, you might have twins, you might have a boy, you might have a girl, I'm having a girl, leave it at that. Unlike you, yeah, when your mother was saying it's in God's hands and he can decide who he wants to bring through you, or like when you gave your womb to another man, I'm keeping it to myself. And this is what I'm saying. This country is a joke. This country is a joke. Benefits are not actually benefits. They are a backhanded slap by the government that says, haha, you need me. And because you can't live without me, you have to stay in the country. Yeah, you can't take long holidays, because if you take long holidays, we're going to cancel your claim. That's the energetic exchange of getting money from the government. You cannot leave the country. I didn't say that you can't. Of course you can, because we're humans and we beat the system and we find ways out of it all the time. But I'm saying it's designed so that you show your physical face every month or every week or however, so that they know this entity is still here. They're documenting everything that you spend on your card. And if I saw a notification from like DWP on like the news that DWP, if you live outside the UK, is like the Department of Work and Pensions, where it's for people who get benefits, right? And if you basically like, if your income is more than what you're claiming, then they're gonna like call you up. Yo, why is 4K going through your account when you only claim 800 a month, basically? Like, you literally have to explain to them, like, you have to explain to the system, like, this your parent. You know how even when your account is in minus, you gotta say like, bro, I'm gonna put money in it on this day, otherwise if you don't say nothing, they're gonna close it. Like, they only respond, the system only responds to money. So the next time you try and ask AI about an emotional thing over a financial decision, it will tell you to pick the financial decision, because that is what it's programmed to do. It doesn't mean AI is a bad thing, but the AI, the free, ChatGPT that we use, isn't going to give you the full, like, it definitely helps, bro, it definitely helps, but it's not going to give you the full scope of the situation of all the options that you can do. Like, it's cool when I want to cook food, or like, where's the nearest thing, or when I just want to break down something. If I'm watching Empire, I like doing a little analysis with ChatGPT, because I like to talk about Empire in my videos. But apart from that, yeah, unless you're actually paying for unless you're paying for AI, you're not really gonna get all the benefits of it. And anything that is free, we are the product. So it's like, the more that I use AI, the more I'm feeding it, even though I get an equivalent exchange out of this, and I do learn something from it. I had to learn when to put it down, like, and now my charger is broken, so I don't even know how I'm going to edit videos and stuff. Like, it was just a very funny thing to happen today. It was like, I needed to know that I was being disconnected in every way, like, in this country. Yeah, I can get another one, of course, but like, everything is just so much slower. I'm such an old woman that I don't really feel like explaining myself over and over. That's not what I do. I don't repeat myself, bro. Like, and that's why people raise children that are just ignorant, because you never talk to your child in the womb, and then you're wondering why you have to repeat yourself over and over. It doesn't even recognize you. Your child don't recognize you. Like, your child is just here. Like, some women had the most tumultuous pregnancies with the nigga that they had a baby with, and I'm just like, bro, like, life doesn't end when you have a baby, but it will end if you stay with a man who is sucking you. And then you wonder why your child ain't listen to you, because like, your energy's been sucked. It doesn't know who you are. Then you're wondering why the child is so da 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 da, because now your energy is in him. Oh man, I'm gonna talk about this shit. Like, I'm gonna talk about like women who are basically single mothers the entire time they were married. They just had to convince themselves that they're married whole time. Yeah, a real husband would never do you like that, ever ever ever. And we're so caught up on this like husband persona. Like, bro, let it go. Like, being a single mama is like the best flex. They only made it a problem because of English is the problem. Like, don't you see? Sometimes it's hard to explain to yourself and what you really mean in this language. Like, sometimes it's so hard to like formulate what you're trying to say. You stumble over your words, especially when you're angry. Like, it just, sometimes you don't even have the words to explain what you're feeling, but in another language there'll be a word for it. English is the problem. We need to expand. Instead of making everybody teach English, we should be learning languages all across the world. Considering how diverse the UK is, yeah, you'd think that they would want to be nicer to the people that made this country. You can get Mexican food on one corner, you can get this on another corner, you can get so much like good stuff, well, on Brick Lane, but I don't know about now. I haven't been there in a while, and apparently it's very gentrified now. Gentrified. Gentrified, that's the word. It just sounded funny, like gentrified. This life is real, okay? And I have an option to not raise my children in a Western country, and I choose not to. Doesn't mean I won't come back, but right now I can build myself for the next 5 years and not be worried about the opinions of biological family, not be worried about anything. Like, I'm just setting such a good example for my children that it's like, yo, they will choose themselves even if it hurts me, and that's the point. Choose yourself even if I'm like, oh my gosh, what? And I would never be like that. I would never, because we're on the same page. We're on the same page, just that we're on the same page, brother. But I had to just get that out, that this country is a joke. Like, no amount of work will pay your bills, and that's why there are no ethical billionaires. And if there are ethical billionaires, we ain't heard of them. They don't get on the news, they don't get on the media. So maybe there are ethical billionaires, but they're just not promoting that hey, I'm an ethical billionaire. And when I get there, I will say that though. Hey, I'm an ethical billionaire. Yeah, get to know. And then when they try and say, like, when they try to bribe me, or like when they try to like make me somebody that I'm not, I'm gonna have all these videos as like a digital footprint that this is who I've always been. And if they try to make me somebody, if they try to portray me as someone that I'm not, I've already made the map to show people that I've planned this. And so if somebody tries to impersonate me, because there are some bitches that want my face, bro, but they're never gonna have it. That's why they have to modify their face to get it, right? It doesn't take modification. Like, and shout out to the girls that actually modified their bodies and they love it. But I remember seeing Catherine, she took out her breast implants with her mum, which is crazy. I didn't even know she had implants. Sure, she looked good. She still does, but like, this is what I'm saying. Like, what's the point in like doing it just to take it out? And I used to watch like all them TV shows where the silicone would burst and things like that, and I was like, damn, like, all that for a little plump? That shit could burst? Like, the things that women go through, they're so strong. So it's just funny to me that the word single mother is a thing that they hate to hear or hate to say when you've been a single mother since the day you met him. Especially if you helped him come up. Like, if he was riding off your energy and then decided, man, you've seen me at my worst, I can't even stand it. You make me sick. I need a woman that has only seen me at my best. And I knew that if I was gonna stay with my ex, that's where I would have been. He was about to ride off my energy on my YouTube channel, like, and not include me in one video. Can you imagine? A man using your camera and didn't ever pan the camera to you and say, hey, look at my girl. Because I'm not his girl. Right now, he became me. As much as people like Austin McBroom, I never liked him. And I never will. It's the same way, that's not a bad thing. It's just me. Same way people like, everybody loved Whitney from Live Island. I never liked her. Like, anybody that I've just always had a distaste for, I just let time show who they are. Even what's her name, Gigi Beauty, and her King Adri. How are you a king with no queen? Imbalance. There is no king without a queen, but a queen can exist on her own. Hello, somebody. I never liked him either. I swear I didn't. I just like the fact that, he's Kenyan, so cute. She gave him papers. She brought him over, and that's the problem. You give a man access, he will leave you in the dust. Men are meant to support you through your dreams. Anybody that doesn't, he hates you. Sprinkle.